like Missouri Bank, owned by shareholders. Some are mutual banks. In most cases, the community bank is the largest bank in the hometown in which they're resident, and most do business in a number of communities that they surround their area. Just in terms of one of the disproportionalities, although community banks account for only 21% of Connecticut's market share, there's national data that shows that community banks actually account for over half of small business loans made in the United States. So from an either SBA loans or just loans qualifying as small business. So although the major banks account for much larger deposit share, community banks are a much more important source of capital for small business people. The data that I'm going to be going through with you includes only 31 banks. Savings banks, or some savings banks, aren't required to put their data on with the FDIC in the same format as most commercial banks do, and so it's more difficult to get your arms around that data. So there are 31 banks in this data, and that 31 actually became 29 during the time period I'm going to review with you through acquisitions. They count in total about $22 billion in assets. That's a little bit bigger than Webster Bank here in Connecticut, which is about $17 billion, a little bit smaller than People's Bank, which is 23 or 24 billion, accounting for 15 billion in loans and 17 billion in deposits. So Connecticut community banks, as Mark mentioned, behaved not unlike other smaller banks during the boom periods of the 2000s. Commercial real estate loans were an attractive place for banks to do business, and there were a number of new banks, and they were a quick way for the new banks to